Thursday morning. It's just getting light here. It is overcast. It's supposed to be overcast all day. So we're gonna go pretty hard today, see what we can get. I got a couple spots that I'm gonna hit for sure that I've been saving for a cloudy day. And I actually got permission on another new piece last night after dark. So if I have time, I'd like to get there too. It looked pretty good. I seen a lot of deer running around just before dark last night. So that's the plan. See what happens today. I kind of worked down through this CRP flat and I got up on this pond dam and I just found the first antler. It's an old one. It's the first time I've ever been on this property. I caught the farmer out here the other day and asked him for permission, and he said yes. So looks like a old one that's been here for a bit, but let's check it out. Was not expecting that. I knew it was decent, but it's better than decent. Big 5-point with a couple scoreable at the bases. Awesome antler. Probably been on the ground for at least a couple years, I would say. That is a good start on a new property. Big 5-point with some extras. Just got down in this bottom and it's, as you can see, it's pretty much CRP grass with some trees mixed in. But this grass is just long enough, makes it tough. There's deer crap everywhere in here. I'm just gonna kind of zigzag back and forth through here. Definitely good thing I didn't come in here on a sunny day because it'd be really tough. I think I got a chance though with the clouds. Just working my way through this grass. Just found one. It's little, but it looks fresh. Antler number 2, first fresh one of the day. There's a ton of sign in this grass. And as you can see where I'm at right now, it's kind of all matted down. And then there's longer stuff mixed in. So I've kind of just been bombing through, hitting these spots where it's easier to look and hoping there's sheds laying in them. Obviously paying attention in between too, but the conditions are just perfect today with these clouds. I keep working through this bottom and see if we can find any more. It's been a while since I found anything. Covered a lot of ground. I got one little swath of CRP I want to go through on the way back to the truck. And then I'll probably get out of here and go somewhere else. Conditions are too good today to not be in them. And I'm not in them here. So maybe get lucky through this CRP on the way out of here. Otherwise, gonna head to another spot, and actually a spot that I landed permission on right at dark last night. I stopped at the guy's house and he said have at her. So looks pretty. His piece looks pretty good on onyx, so hopefully get into some antlers there. I just got to a new spot. It's going on probably 10 o'clock. Just got permission on this piece last night. I was driving around this area, I seen a lot of deer. It's a lot of farm fields. I think it's a mix of cut corn and cut beans on this piece. But there's a wooded fence line that runs down the east side of the property. And then there's a creek system that kind of runs down the middle of it. And looking at the aerial on Onyx, there looks like there's some good grassy cedar stuff down on the south end of the property, which is 3/4 of a mile from where I'm at right now. And then a bunch of waterways in the fields that might be good. So I'm gonna work in here for a little while and see what the sign is and see what happens. I got one more spot I want to go to today, so probably won't be here for more than 3 to 4 hours at the most. So here we go. I'm just getting down in here where this fence line hits the creek, and I'm starting to jump deer. They were bedded down in here by these cedars. Took off, but I didn't see antlers on any of them, so that's a good sign. A couple of them look like pretty big deer. Got a weird feeling about this spot. Pulling out of this spot. Got skunked in there. Can't believe it. Did a 4-mile loop. There's a good sign. Didn't find any antlers. It was tough looking in a lot of it. Long grass. Cedars were thick. I almost had to crawl in some of it. But gonna go hit one more spot. Yeah, today it's, oh, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock, 12:30. So I got about an hour drive to get to the spot, and I'll probably spend the rest of the day there. Hopefully we can find some more. Got to the last stop. Last stop for the day. Probably got a good 2-3 hours in here, I'm guessing. It's a good mix of everything. Got fields, got grass, cedars, ponds, timber, some bedding ridges. I've had good luck here in the past. It seems like it's hit and miss. One year I'll do well, next year I might only find 1 or 2. So hopefully we do good today. The sun is trying to poke out, but it ain't supposed to. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we can finish the day strong here. I was just looping around this pond, as you can see, kind of grassy cedar stuff all the way around it. And I actually was just coming back across the other side of it, and I just found one up here. Looks fresh. Real fresh. Busted the G2 off. Not a bad antler. Super fresh. Blood, wax ring. Couldn't have been on the ground for terribly long, but we're on the board. Just got started, so hopefully that's a good sign. Just getting down to this bottom. There's a creek that runs through back here. This is actually, I can't remember which tree, but one of these trees right here that's whacked off now is where Mike shot his bird last spring. It was standing right out here in the field. But anyway, I just got down here in the bottom and I picked up a shed. The landowner just came through here and whacked all these trees off. I don't really know what his plan is, but either way, we just scooped another one. Antler number 2 at this spot, number 4 on the day. Pretty good one, real fresh. I was kind of looking at this like wondering if the deer would even be down in here with all this crap going on, but apparently at least one came through here. So I'm gonna just kind of work down through this bottom and see what else we can find. Spotted this from a little ways away. Looks like I don't know if it got ran over by equipment or what, but it's the end of the main beam. You can kind of almost see where the G2 went up. And this is the G3. Would have been a pretty good antler. Whatever. Better not finding anything. Keep working. Just walking down along this creek bottom and picked up another one. It's old. Chewed on a little bit. Things looks like it's seen some flooding. Squirrels have murdered it. She's seen better days, but it counts. Keep walking. I'm on the far east side of this property, up in the timber now, and I just kind of been working these hillsides and ridges, and actually seen this log up here. I was gonna come sit down and have a drink of water, and I got up by the log and there's a antler laying right next to it, a little 2-point. It's been about an hour and a half since I found the last one, so good to find one. I think that's number 7 for the day. Let's grab it. Big 2-point, freshy. Got a couple south facing knobs up here ahead of me that I want to hit, and then I'm going to cross the creek and get on the other side and search that kind of back to the north. I'm kind of up in on this top. This all used to be timber behind me, and the landowner just bushwhacked it. But I just found an old one laying here right next to this brush pile. I don't know if he turned it up or what the deal is. It's an old one, it's little, but grab it. It's number 8, I think. Cute little thing. Thick bedding. A few years ago when we had a harsh winter, I actually found like 6 or 7 sheds within 30 yards of where I'm standing right now. But those deer are not doing that anymore now that it's cleaned out. But see what else we can find. I was working, kind of skirting this side hill down here behind me, and I caught tine tips up here on the hill. Just found a 4-point, fresh one. Let's pick it up. It's super fresh too. It's antler number 9 on the day. Nice little 2-year-old. Got a little bit of ground to cover yet. wrap around this hill and then come up over this top, and there's a pond over here, so try to hit that here before it gets dark. I'm looping out on this top. I got one more pass to do. I was gonna come down and kind of bring this hillside back. And I just spotted one out in front of me. Sun popped out. I don't know how I seen this, honestly. The sun's right in my face. If I was on the other side of it, it'd probably be shining like crazy, but it's got a split G2. Let's grab it. Kind of see how hard it is to see from this direction. We'll circle around and get the sun. Look how much better it shines there. It's a 3-point with a split G2. Fresh. That is number 10 on the day. I think number 69 for me on the year. Find one more, hit 70 hopefully. Well, that's gonna be a wrap on the day for me. Just about back to the truck. Pretty good day. Picked up 10 antlers. Nothing real big. I guess that one I found right away this morning was pretty solid, but unfortunately it was an old one. But that's gonna be it for me for shed hunting for a few days. Gotta head up to Des Moines tomorrow. We got the Iowa Deer Classic this weekend, and then hopefully early next week. I got a couple farms left to hit. Hopefully I can hit them early next week and go from there.
It's the morning of March 5th, and it's our first day shed hunting here in Iowa. I was at the Iowa Deer Classic and met up with JP, Brennan, and Mike yesterday for a little while. And now I'm down here with a family friend, shed hunting his property here in southern Iowa. Took a short walk this morning and came up with one decent one. I actually found both of his sheds, one from last year and then his one from this year. But we got a lot of walking ahead of us. We're going to be out here shed hunting for the next 2 days, a day and a half or so, and hopefully we can find a whole bunch of sheds. We're off to kind of slow start, but picked up 3 this morning on a short walk, and we're just in town getting some snacks and some supplies. So stick with us. Hopefully we can pick up a bunch of bone here in the next couple of days. Right there, baby.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Nice spot.
All we had to do was complain.
That's right. That's a gorgeous buck. Go ahead, pick him up. That's a stud. He's probably only a 3-year-old.
Yeah, probably only a 3-year-old.
Nice. Nice find, bud.
4-0. He is. It's a good one.
You got the horseshoe today. 5-0.
5-0. Forgot the camera for the first 3.
Yeah. Couple nice beams.
I found that one.
You're supposed to be looking that way. It broke off?
No. Not bad. It is. Whew, yeah. The pedicle's kind of small on it.
I'm amazed that he's over here. He was on his way over there.
Decent one. It's a nice one though.
Oh God, that's a shitty genetic.
Hey, he could get better. This one's been here a while. Almost looks like it could have been last year.
Think so?
I don't know, it's pretty old.
see the-
Yeah, it's definitely from last year.
This might be the other side of this one. They must just love it right here. It is. No, it's not.
No, this is a fresh one. Another 6-pointer.
Probably the same deer. Again. Awesome, baby!
Of all the match sets to find, he just put his look at
how he laid them out there.
he just put his head down and they went ploop.
That is crazy. I've never seen him really like that before. One.
Well, that's gonna do it for today. We walked probably about 10 or 12 miles. I haven't checked my phone. And then we ended up driving around in the CRP with the UTV at the end and picked up quite a few. We ended up with 17 today. A couple nice ones, 3 really good ones, and a couple 8 points and 3 points, and then the 3 that I picked up this morning on our first walk. But picked up a bunch of garbage with it too. Always cleaning up the woods when we're shed hunting, just make it a little better place. But overall, a good day. We got a day and a half for sure, maybe 2 full days yet. So we saved the best for tomorrow and Tuesday. So we should be able to get into some more, but pretty good haul on the first day, 17. So back at it tomorrow. First one of the day. Damn near. Ugh. I think it's a shed. Yeah, it is. Right there. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's pretty chewed. It's like a chody little 8-pointer. It's not bad. Might be the match off this guy, huh? Might be. No, it's not. It ain't overly nice. Right? Well, it's about 12:45 here on day 2 in Iowa. Right now the count is at 13 for today. So a total of 30 in the last day and a half, which is really good. He just went back to go get the UTV, and I'm gonna run through this little thick area here and meet him over by this corner post. But these are the 2 nicer ones that I got today. Just found them up here in this little cedar thicket. But the ticks are coming out, and so is the sun. We had cloudy, wet conditions all morning, which was great. Now the sun's starting to peek out, but we got a couple more sections we're gonna hit, and hopefully we can come up with something real big. I mean, these are nice, but we haven't found anything really big yet today, so. A lot of halves. That means all the other halves are out there yet. I think we only got 2 matched sets, and they're both forks, so. Day 2 in Iowa, we're getting into the afternoon here, and hopefully we can come up with something big yet today.
You know which one that is?
That's the other side of that one you found last weekend.
Yeah, that's a long ways away. That is crazy.
It's a nice bone though.
Where's that hand thing? What the heck? I didn't see that he actually...
Got a little chewed off.
Well, I know, but mine has that too, and I didn't notice. I thought only one side had that.
Just picked up this one. It's an old one.
That's, I can't really call it a hanger though.
We both go, oh, right there. If that's him. If that's him. That's a good shot. I don't think it is. A little bit. That's a good one though. Guys, that's gonna wrap up day 2 here in Iowa. We've got a little section of this farm to do yet that we're gonna do tomorrow morning, and then maybe just a little bit of a pasture on a permission piece. But came up with 19 today, couldn't get the 20th. Really good day, best day of shed hunting I've ever had the last 2 days, that's for sure. So we're at 36. We said we're gonna aim for 40 tomorrow. We got probably about half the day that we're gonna shed hunt, and then we gotta head home. So we're just about done with this farm. Like I said, we got that little section and a little piece of permission, and we got everything covered for the most part. So pretty good day. That's gonna end day 2, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well, it's day 3 here in Iowa. We got a full sun day. Oh, there's a bunch of deer right here. All heading back to bed, I assume. So we're gonna do a little bit of driving on the 4-wheeler today, and probably head her home early. We've got 5-6 hour drive home, so we're just gonna do a couple things. Hopefully we can pick up a couple. We're at 36. We're aiming to get 40. It's been pretty good, so cross our fingers, see if we can't pick a couple up here in the morning, and head her home here this afternoon. So see what happens. Here's the other one. No, it looks like it could be maybe the match to the one that you found in the creek. I think that's exactly what it is. Well, that's gonna wrap up our 2023 Iowa trip. We ended up with 38 in about 2.5 days. We didn't go a whole lot today. We found 2 on that short walk this morning, but a couple of match sets. That 8-point set is about the nicest set that we found, and a couple of really nice singles that we couldn't match up. But I gotta thank the landowner a lot for letting me tag along with him, and that was the best shed hunt I've ever been on in my life in the last 2 days. So Iowa's definitely a little different than back home, but we're gonna hit it hard back home once we get back home today, and next weekend we'll see if we can't pick up some of the deer that we'll be hunting next fall. But an awesome couple of days, and thanks for watching.